I'm not frozen. You might have thought that I was. I was just letting Kevin Gillespie say whatever it is he had to say. You know what I mean? When Kevin talks, people listen. That's how it goes. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to Loan Officer Breakfast Club. Glad to have you here. All right, we're going to have a great day. I am prepared for the Flux Capacitor Wednesday. I just want you to know that. I already know what percentage of the year is left, so we don't have to go through that exercise this morning.
Come on.
I already know, Steve. I figured it out beforehand.
What? Come on.
I did. I came prepared this morning, my friend.
Wow. We're in for a treat, my man.
We are. We might as well get to it.
Let's do it.
But we have no one to put the Flux Capacitor. You don't have it, do you, Jen?
I don't.
I wish I had it. If you'd have told me that, I'd have had it.
You know, because Kristen's not here. Once in a while, Krista will throw it in there. She might have it, but well, anyway, it is Flux Capacitor Wednesday, and what we mean by that is we figure out like every Wednesday how much of the year is left for us to meet our goals.
Yeah.
Meet our goals, right, Kevin Gillespie? Yeah. You
right.
You know where we're at, Steve? This is going to be a little shocking. It's shocking to me.
Well, we're rolling into August.
Yeah, so it's 40%.
Wow.
We have 40% left in the year. Only 40. Now, you might think that's a lot, but it's really not. You know, it's only like 21 weeks.
Yeah.
Think about how fast the weeks go by. Every single week, guys. They rip, don't they? At least they do. When you're 63, the weeks go by very, very fast. Trust me, for some reason.
Yeah.
Don Lake gets it, right, Don? You totally understand.
When you're
right?
70, when you're 72, it's even faster.
Even faster. Yeah, it's like crazy, isn't it, Brad?
Yes.
So, yeah, man, only 40% left in the year. And, you know, it's still a good amount of time, right? It's still a good amount of time.
You can make up a lot of ground.
You sure can. You know, you sure can. Yeah. Wow. But you know what? 40%. Oh, there it is. Bruce gave us the Flux Capacitor. Thank you, sir.
God for Bruce.
My man.
Thanks, buddy. It's the right picture, too. I don't know where y'all are finding that same picture. It's the same one, but it's great, man. Yeah, so Flux Capacitors, and we got 40% left in the year. As always, just in the chat, let us know how you doing. Are you ahead? Are you at par? Might you be a little behind?
Yeah. And maybe what's one thing you're doing that's really working or moving the needle for you right now?
Yeah, man. Yeah, Chauncey ahead, of course. The Chaunce.
I love it.
The Chauncenator. Yeah, he's doing good. Marty, of course. Catching up, Bruce. Right on. Good to know. Hey, you know what can help if you're at par or a little behind? Couple things I want to bring up this morning. First of all, Kevin Gillespie, tell us about the webinar today. Free to everyone. Free to everybody.
Free webinar at 2 Eastern, 1 Central, and so on. And it's Overcoming Call Reluctance and Influence. Absolutely free. We'd love for you to jump on. Go to www.callreluctanceclass.com.
Okay, so that's free to everyone. Callreluctanceclass.com. That's today at 2 p.m. Eastern. Why not?
Yeah, Jen put the link in, so we're
okay. Links in. Yeah, why not? Right? I mean, why not? You know, if it's free, if you're struggling with some call reluctance, callreluctanceclass.com today, 2 p.m. Eastern, absolutely free. Jump on. Anybody that's gone through Kevin's call reluctance courses has come out of them going, thank God I did that. So it would be good to get to that webinar today, Call Reluctance Class. I do want to do a little soft mention today, too. Steve, I think it was, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we had community wholesale lending on, and they were talking about their DPA 100 program.
Yep.
And just remind you guys that DPA 100 program is down payment assistance program, and we all know how they are, you know. But the unique thing about theirs one of the things that really stood out to me about their down payment assistance program is that you could do lender paid comp. It's one of the biggest problems with down payment assistance is if you can't do lender paid comp, right? Like the DPA is going toward the 2 points you got to charge,
right,
to do the deal, you know. So it really doesn't. You know, sometimes it's not all that helpful, you know, to get the DPA because it's not lender paid comp. They have lender paid comp.
That's amazing.
And they've got and plus no income limits. You don't have to be a first time home buyer. You can have non-occupant co-borrowers. It's really, really good DPA program. So there's a link if you want to learn more about that. If you haven't done it already, it's dpa100.com. Jen will throw that in the chat as well.
Yeah.
dpa100.com. You just fill it out there. We blew them up. Just so you guys know, the last time we had them here, a gazillion of you guys reached out to learn about it, and they got a little behind, but I think they're all caught up now. If they're not, they will be. They had to disperse all of your names to their team to make sure everybody got contacted so you get filled in on it. Next time, what we'll do is we'll make sure that we can, when you fill out the form, it'll just deliver some details to you right away. So I blew that one. Sorry, it's my bad. I'll give myself sad trombone. All right, that's for me. Okay, I'm man enough to do
baby.
it.
Progress.
I'm man enough to do
it's
it.
version 1 to get to version 2.
There you go. So DPA100.com. Hey, factoid this morning.
Yeah.
I was watching something on the phone or whatever. I didn't know this, but did you know that modern super tankers, we were talking about boats in the green room, modern super tankers, they have the way that they build them is with what they call a 6-to-1 ratio. All right. So like, 6 length, 1 width, right? So 600 feet long, 100 feet wide, whatever, right? 6-to-1 ratio. And did you know that they were having problems with their super tankers, the way that they were built and whatnot, with stability and things like that? And do you know where they got that 6-to-1 ratio?
Somebody guess. I don't know. I was gonna say the Ark.
Yep, from the
I
Ark.
was gonna say biblical. I don't know.
It is. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it's the ratio of the Ark.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
So modern super tankers today
Fascinating.
are being built based on the biblical
Dimensions of the Ark.
blueprint of the Ark. Yeah, the 6-to-1 ratio.
Wow.
And they're saying it's just wildly stable. It's the most stable way you can build it. And so
that's not a surprise.
Right?
Yeah.
Go figure.
Man.
Right? So, but I just thought that was interesting. I had no idea. And somebody brought that up and they were talking about it. I go, yeah, that 6-to-1 ratio is from the Bible. It's from the Ark. That's where they got the dimensions from. Yeah, was to build them that way. And they've been building them that way for some time now, the modern super tankers. So, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right.
In the chat. All right. Well, hey, before we do get started, we just got a couple more minutes. Yesterday was Just Ask Tuesday. Joanne Johansson, you got your hand up. Did you want to say something?
I just wanted to share a win, but if we're not
that's why
wins,
hold on. Don't do it yet. Let's see. I'm going to look around the room and Joanne Johansson, give us a win.
Sorry, I can't be on camera. I look like God knows what. So in June, we closed 13 loans, and that was amazing. And my team managed to pull off another 13 loans for July. So I am so proud of them. They're so proud of themselves. And so my processor was off last week. My assistant is off this week. By Sunday night, we had 4 new contracts. I've gotten 3 more. So I have a total of 7 new contracts. Flying without my assistant, ready to lose my mind. I leave for vacation Saturday. And I know that Steve is going to say, what are you doing? What are you doing? Tell me, share. Tell me what you're doing. I have figured out that I am just supporting my agents. I know everybody doesn't want to do, open houses, but sharing their open houses on social, liking their stuff on social, doing an occasional open house. I'm not going to lie. Saturday I did too. It was hectic, but it was worth it. And then I'm just so excited. I'm going to be able to meet Sharon, and I'm going to be able to meet Marty in October. I'm so excited. So, lots of good things happening here in Connecticut.
I love it. I'm just supporting my agents. That's all I'm doing.
I'm making my calls.
Yeah.
I'm making my call. I haven't been great with my customer follow-up, but I have hired somebody to help me with social media, and I'm putting together a newsletter, and there's only so many hours in the day. So I do know that I need to do that. I have 17 people sitting, waiting for when these.
Well, hang on just a second. What about, I'm just, this is going to sound smart alecky, but it's not. It's a real thing. What if instead of doing, and all those things you said sound great, right? They all sound like good things to do. But what if you just did more of what you're already doing, because it gets you results, Can you just do more of what you're doing instead of anything else?
I could. You mean like more phone calls?
Or whatever it is that's bringing in 13 loans for the month.
Yeah. I will. Yes.
No, and I'm not saying you should. I mean, it's a real question. It's like,
Well,
and I think the newsletters are a great idea, but if we, before I don't know, sometimes I would just wonder, gosh, and Chris and I talk about this all the time. Like, let's just do more of what we're already doing.
Yep.
Right. And
Yeah.
and I do agree with that. I definitely feel over the last few weeks with people being out and everybody having to take on different roles because we are only a team of 3, that I haven't been able to make my calls consistently. But I have noticed that when I call my agents on Monday, they are now waiting for my calls. So that is what moves the needle above anything else, is
Look,
making those calls.
I've been waiting on your calls, right? I've been waiting. I've
You
been
and
waiting.
me both by the
I've been
phone.
We get to
waiting.
meet you, Carl. In
I've been
October, I'm
waiting.
going to actually meet you. I can't wait.
I've been waiting.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, if you're getting value from this already, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more loan officers find content that actually makes a difference. And hey, if staying ahead of the market and learning what's really working in our industry matters to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. We read every comment, so drop your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you and know what's working or what you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you here next time. Awesome stuff, Joanne. Always. Congratulations. Twice in a row. I mean, you guys are killing it right
She's
now.
such an inspiration,
Really, she is. And you know what, man? She's just, bucking the whole notion that there's no business out there.
And I just one more thing, like a couple of those deals are in Florida. So, and I know the
Okay,
Florida
wait.
market
Everything was
isn't-
cool.
Point at you, Carl.
Everything was cool. Everything was cool until
She started coming for Florida.
Until I hear Houston has a great market.
Houston, yeah, they're wide open.
Wide
Florida-
open.
Florida's tough.
California's
I mean,
closed up. Don't look
Yeah.
there.
I
Yeah.
would never, ever go to California for anything. But
Oh
thank
my
you, Frank.
God.
It's all
easy.
yours.
I'm gonna give you
It's all yours.
that. Whatever.
California
Easy
people,
there.
close your ears.
All right. Okay. Joanne,
Good for you.
awesome.
Good for you, my
Let's get to
friend.
Chance real quick. The Chancinator, what you got? Come on.
Congratulations, Joanne, again. That was great, great, great. So this is a new record for me. I have 4 closings this week.
Nice.
Man, good for
Ready.
you, buddy.
Wow.
2 today, 1 tomorrow. So this is new. Definitely excited, definitely happy about it. But not challenging, I would say. It was just sticking to the script, right? So it's a saying, I'm gonna let Steve, you say it, it's your saying. It's something about anything worth doing badly. If you want to say it, I always forget how to say it. I just never forget it. How does it go, Steve?
Yeah, anything worth doing is worth doing badly. Just get started. So anything worth doing, it's worth doing badly. Just get started.
That's it. So I keep that
Yeah.
in my head, even though I don't remember the exact words every single time.
Yeah,
And
the
Just
concept.
get
Good for
started.
you, buddy.
and Frank, I signed up for MoveTube. So
Oh, let's go.
I met your guy Bill. All right, so I met very good guy. He said he's your neighbor, right? So
Mhm.
met Bill. I'm gonna get everything started next week. I already did the one-on-one with him, the consultation with him and my team. So we'll be ready to roll, and I'll give you all some results on it. See how it goes. But I'm definitely excited about it for sure.
Well, you're going to be happy about today too, because that's what we're going to talk about. As soon as we get through you, Brad, we're going to go to Kevin Bilberry. We're going to bring up some things, some new developments on the product. And I have a hankering desire, a hankering desire
The
to say
last
something about.
last time you did that, it was a very awkward evening. So I'm just
It
saying.
really was. We don't talk about that. All right, Brad, what do you got?
So I've got a few loans. I got like 3 or 4 loans in the pipeline now, which
Nice.
I haven't had that many in a while. But one of them, it was an FHA loan, and the borrower was self-employed, and his tax returns obviously owed money to the IRS. And I just assumed that he had paid it. And as it turns out, he hadn't paid it yet. So the FHA rule is that you have to have a repayment plan in place, and you have to make 3 monthly payments. And so I actually went and told the client, I said, geez, I'm sorry. I can't do your loan. It's denied. They had their house already packed up. I felt terrible. My underwriter came back and said, is there a tax lien? And there is no tax lien. If there is no tax lien, you don't have to have the 3-month rule. So
Nice.
so I was able to call them back and say,
Good save, man.
we're still on, and everybody's so goddamn happy. And
Gosh,
it really
gosh darn happy.
Yeah, gosh darn.
gosh darn happy.
Gosh darn
Yeah.
happy.
And it really made me feel good that I could
Good for you,
we
buddy.
could save this thing. And of course, the agent is happy too. That's
you,
kind of
buddy.
the most important thing.
Great
for you.
stuff. And a good tip for all of us, right?
Yeah,
So
if there's a tax lien, you have to do 3 months, and you can't pay them in advance or anything. If there's
Yeah.
no lien, the 3
you
months
just
doesn't
need the
count.
agreement.
Yep.
You just need it. Great stuff, man.
Great job,
and that's a
Brad.
roller coaster, isn't it? It's like, sorry, everybody's down to, hey, we're back. Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you, Brad. Good tip, and congrats on that. Okay, so we only got about 15 minutes left. I wanted to get Kevin Bilberry on here because he is really working hard to implement AI into the MoveTube product. If you're not familiar with the MoveTube product, you should be. It's a wonderful way to reach out to producing agents. The thing about the MoveTube product, guys, you got to understand it's really, there are things newbies can do in there. We're going to start talking about that a little bit more on the agent meetings that we have with the real estate agents every single Wednesday for them. But so there is things that they can do in MoveTube that do help them for sure. But really the agents that are going to get impressed by MoveTube and what it does are the producing agents, the ones that, they have a good mix of listings and buyers. Those are the ones that we want anyway, right? And so Kevin's been really working hard to implement AI into this to make everybody's life easier, to make it a more effective product for both the real estate agent and for the loan officer. If you haven't seen the Jenny AI demo yet, Jen, throw the link in there for the Jenny AI demo. This is an AI demo for originators to see what's inside of MoveTube. It's interactive. You walk through. Jenny takes you through it in like 26 minutes, and then there's a button there. You can just click it, and you can actually talk to Jenny, our AI assistant, and ask any questions you want about it, and she answers everything. She's really, really cool. She's got a great personality, and she's super fun. So we'll get that link in there. If you haven't done that yet, do that. But the thing that we knew we needed to do is get an Jenny AI demo that the loan officer in MoveTube could send out to the prospective real estate agent, right? Because sometimes it's hard to convey to a real estate. You're on the phone. Have you heard of MoveTube? No, what is that? Get your listings on TV and what? I don't understand. And it does all this. It does that. It does a lot of things. It's really difficult to convey that on the phone sometimes. And sometimes it could be a bit of a barrier, a frustrating point because the loan officer thinks this thing is so awesome, and since I sponsor it, they should just dive on this, but I'm not conveying it properly. Kevin has created the demo for loan officers, Jenny AI demo that the loan officer can now deliver to the real estate agent. So now it's as easy as saying, have you heard of this? Get your listings on TV. It's super cool. No, I haven't. What is it? Let me send you a link. Right? I'll just send you a link. It's 19 minutes. The whole thing, if you just click through it, it's an interactive AI demo. They can click a button and talk to Jenny. So Jenny can tell them all about the product, whatever they need to know, whatever questions that they got. Totally lifts that task off of you, per se, as the originator. And makes it really, really easy to convey the message. Because what we've learned, and Chauncey, you'll see this, when an agent learns what's really there and how it helps them, they want it. They want in. That's just the way it is. And before I bring Kevin on, I'm going to tell you guys, there's only 2 things that need to be known about this product if you want to win. And Chauncey, this is for you, buddy. And anybody else who's recently signed up, because we've had a lot of recent signups thanks to Jenny, right? Listen, man. All a real estate agent really needs to know at the end of the day about MoveTube is this. When sellers see it, they want their listing on it. That's it. That's the whole crystallization of it for a real estate agent. When a potential seller sees it, they want their listing on it. Because it's just a really cool thing, right? And for the loan officer, how do you make money with MoveTube? You want to know how you make money with MoveTube? Of course, we do our daily success plan. We call our agents Mondays, right? If they got an active deal on Tuesdays, if we got a pre-proven looking on Thursdays, we do all that. We never stop doing that. But in addition to that, you get MoveTube blesses you with another call. And that's anytime that they get a new listing, you get notified that they got the listing. It comes with a script right on the email. It's like a 4 or 5 part script. But the first 3 things are what I want you to know about. Number 1, You call them up, say, hey, congrats on the listing. They say, thanks. You say, how'd you get it? They tell you. They relive their positive experience. You get the endorphins flowing, right? The third thing you say is, can I help the seller? Chances are you can't. By the time that property's made it to the MLS, if they're getting a mortgage from somebody or whatever, it's probably already in the bag, right? I mean, they're not going to get the property on the market and not have a pre-approval on where they're going, right? So they'll probably say no for some reason because of whatever. And then the next question is your gold. Chauncey, this is the gold, okay? On every listing that you get, you definitely ask about the seller because you never know. You might get it, right? Or they might want to get a quote from you. But the real gold is the very next part of the script, which is, hey, can I ask you a favor? And they'll say, sure. And you say, hey, on any future listings that you've got coming up, if you know the seller's going to be getting a mortgage on their next home, can I count on you to let me get them pre-approved first? Right? Can I count on you to let me get them pre-approved? And then we'll always say yes. Right? And if they're a decent agent and they're getting a relatively good stream of listings coming on board, you're going to get to have that call fairly regularly. And all it takes is a couple of those phone calls where they start to think about, yeah, this guy or gal is providing me this really cool product. I'm taking a listing. I know they need a mortgage coming up. I'm going to have you call this guy, right? They're going to refer that deal to you. That's when we want to get that referral before the property's even made it to the market. And that's where you're going to make your money. It's all in the phone calls. It's all in conversations. MoveTube just gives you another reason to have a very impactful phone call on top of what you're already doing with the DSP, with very, very, very good agents, producing agents. So, Kevin, what we wanted to do was give them a little taste of the demo that they're going. We won't go through the whole thing, guys, because it's 19 minutes. We're not going to do that. But we want you to see kind of what you can send to the real estate agents now, who, if you're a MoveTube member, who you would like to start doing business with, so that Jenny can present to them. So take it away, Kevin.
Yeah, thanks, Frank. Yeah, we'll just kind of bounce through this a little bit. So this is a interactive demo that we're probably going to have out next week for branded to the loan officer clients that we have that they'll be able to easily send out. So I created a video version of it just so we could easily share it here. It is normally it's interactive where you click and go to the, it just keeps the agent engaged. So do you want me to go ahead and share it? And
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see it.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, and by the way, Bill said I got a $535,000 loan last night from a MoveTube agent. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Good to hear. All
hey,
right,
quick
let's see
question.
it.
Can Jenny
Yes.
make the call for the agent?
We have played with that, and
Okay. That was a question in the chat.
I always think about what Carl always says. If you're giving away, $100 bills,
Yeah.
you really need to pay somebody else to make that call.
Yeah.
She can, but yeah, that'll be another conversation.
All right.
I mean, the answer is the quick answer is yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'll bounce around through this demo a little bit and just kind of show you guys what we got going on here.
So for perspective too, this is, you sent a link to your MoveTube loan officer. An agent says, what is this? I'm not really quite getting it, or send me something. You send them a link, they click on it. This is what they go through.
Right.
And we're not hearing anything if there's audio.
Hi there, I'm Jenny, your
Oh, we are
AI
now.
guide to MoveTube Studio. If you're looking for a better way to win listings, stand out in your market, and impress every client prospect you meet, you're in the right place. In just a few minutes, I'll show you how MoveTube Studio helps agents like you market smarter, not harder, with stunning tools that do the heavy lifting for you. This is an interactive demo. So let's do this. Go ahead and click the screen to see how top agents are setting themselves apart. Let's start with the feature that helps agents stand out instantly. MoveTube on streaming TV. Your listings can be showcased on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, Google TV, Samsung, and LG, making you one of the few agents in your market offering this kind of additional exposure. Imagine telling a homeowner, work with me and I'll showcase your home on TV. That's part of what we call the MoveTube hook, and it gets attention. Sellers love it, and in this market, they want the additional exposure. And here's the kicker. It doesn't just help you win more listing presentations. It helps you get more listing presentations by turning heads and sparking curiosity. Smart agents are using the MoveTube hook in their marketing, and it's working. It grabs attention, gets sellers asking questions, and opens the door to more conversations that convert. Buyers love it too. In fact, the average viewer spends over 90 minutes per session browsing listings on MoveTube, exploring homes, watching videos, and enjoying the experience from the comfort of their living room. Some love the clarity of seeing homes on a big screen. Others love searching as a family from the comfort of the couch. Now you might be wondering, how many people are actually watching? Or how do people find MoveTube? Here's the truth. MoveTube has a growing audience, but more importantly, it gives you a way to offer something different, while every other agent is offering the same thing. It's a listing conversation starter. It's a listing winner. It's a marketing differentiator, and it works. Now let's hear from MoveTube sponsor Glenn Cialmau and Melissa Hardy, a top producing agent in Texas using MoveTube to grow her business.
Oh, just want to share a kind of a cool story. I was reaching out, talked to a realtor. He is in Coachella Valley, and it's becoming a hot spot for vacations. And somebody in Alaska was reviewing properties on MoveTube, contacted him, and he said, I sold him the property like 3 months ago.
Often when I go to listing appointments, I am not the only agent, but I have to tell you what sets me apart, and I can see it in the client that's sitting across the table from me, is I can say we're all going to do the exact same thing for you. All of us are. We're all syndicated to the same websites. We're going to put you in the MLS. We're really, apples and apples. But can I tell you, there's called MoveTube, and many folks haven't heard about it. So I love spreading the good news about MoveTube. It is an app on a Roku television, and I can give you that. And I can guarantee you a lot of other folks don't know about it. It's like the best kept secret in real estate. And when I tell people that, then I can tell that they're going to MoveTube, that opens up their eyes. Like, this girl knows what she's doing. She's going to get me on more platforms. And more often than not, they do end up picking me to be their listing agent.
Yeah, I think we can. I don't want to go too much longer, Kev. Just because we're just so short on time. If that's
But I
okay.
just quickly show you speaking the other languages on the digital property card.
Okay,
That's
go.
always entertaining. I'm just fast forwarding to that.
Screen when you're ready
Okay.
to see them in action. AI-generated audio tour that brings your listing to life. Once your listing trailer video is created, which we will demonstrate in the next slide, the audio tour is automatically ready in over 30 languages. With just a tap, buyers can listen in the language they prefer. Whether they're exploring the listing from home or touring it in person, they get a narrated room-by-room walkthrough with the option to be narrated by your cloned voice or several of our professional voice models in the language they're most comfortable with. Now let's look at an example.
Welcome to 7705 Calcutta Run Drive, a beautifully designed new construction home tucked into the scenic hills of Jonestown, Texas. Located in the hollows on Lake Travis, this home blends modern elegance with the relaxed luxury of resort-style living. Bienvenido a 7705 Calcutta Run Drive, una casa de nueva construcción
I
bellamente
like it, my
diseñado,
man.
escondido en Las Pinto. مرحبا بكم في 7705 كالكتا ران درايف، منزل مشيد حديثا بتصميم رائع يقع بين تلال جونستاون الخلابة في تكساس. يقع هذا المنزل في مجتمع. 欢迎来到 Calcutta Run Drive 七前期105号。这是一座设计精美的新建筑宅，坐落在德克萨斯州乔尼斯镇风景秀丽的山丘中。All right, I'll go ahead.
And stop there.
If we could have Frank doing Portuguese and I could go to sleep to it at night, I just can't say.
Well, it's there. Yeah, we just figured out how to make languages on the fly. So when we first launched this, we're like, okay, English, Spanish, choose a third language, what's prominent in your area. But now we've got them all in there. And by the way, somebody mentioned open houses earlier, and this is killer on an open house. We've got a digital open house thing where they register with their phone. It sends them the digital property card with all these languages. So you can say, hey, as you get a little guided tour as you walk through the home. If English isn't your first language and you want to hear something else, you got it right there. So all good stuff.
Hey, thanks for enjoying Loan Officer Breakfast Club here on YouTube. Want to let you know, MoveTube is probably one of the easiest ways to get the attention of top producing real estate agents out there, because with MoveTube, you give them a tool that they can use on their listing appointments that lets them say, hey, list with me. I'm going to get your home on TV. It's a real game changer. If you want to learn more, just go to MoveTubeStudio.com. MoveTubeStudio.com.
Frank, you just sound sexy no matter what language you're talking.
I know. It's a curse. I've learned to live with it. Yeah.
Hey, let's drop in the chat. Somebody wants to know more about MoveTube or how to sign up. There's a lot of kudos happening in the chat as well, but can we drop a link where somebody can?
Yeah.
Let's see here. I want to make sure if we got any.
It's such a great product. It really is a great.
So I put in the I just put in the registration for the demo link there, so you can register. There's an interactive demo similar to that, but that's geared towards loan officers. So you'll get to, and you can call her. Jenny's still very much under development. We're working on her taking real estate listing calls, which is really, really cool. And that's actually part of the demo too. You can kind of get that as well. By the way, I see Glenn's got his hand up, and I'm curious. Glenn was featured in that video. Did she pronounce your name right? Because I never really asked you how you pronounce it. Siamo?
No, she didn't. No? It's Siminamaniao.
Just like what Frank said. That's exactly. I just want to say that MoveTube is a fantastic Trojan horse to introduce all the other activities that we do in the DSP. The other thing, what I'm finding is that there's a lot of us, I'll say more mature folks that are concerned a little bit about AI and how it works. It's a great way to dip your toes in the pool as far as showing somebody this is what AI can do for you as a tool, and because they definitely understand that TV, Netflix for real estate. That's something that they do understand, and to have this conversation gives you a lot of trust. There's a great community on here that's involved with this. Jared comes to mind, and quite a few others. But it's been a good tool for me. And then from here, I've done a training, and I shared this in Call Stars. Started with the training for MoveTube, and now the next is the follow-up refer back, and then after that, obviously, is the real-time referral program. So it's just a great way to introduce yourself to realtors and their offices. So thanks for that, man.
Thank you, Glenn. I'd say this too. We've really discovered, because bear in mind, Kevin talked about the open house feature. It's connected to the loan officer CRM as well. So if you have the loan officer CRM, you get the open house, the lead from the open house goes into the CRM, and we've had people converting those quite a bit. We've gotten text message from people. This is awesome. I got to tell you, the marketing animals, loan officer CRM, MoveTube trifecta is a pretty powerful thing to put together, because between marketing animals, making sure you're doing your calls, making sure you're engaging at the right time, saying the right things, combining that with layering the MoveTube conversations on top of that, and then having that connected to the CRM, having it all connected together, it's a pretty powerful thing. It's pretty awesome. So all right. Well, thanks, Kevin. I appreciate you showing them that. That is shortly available. Probably early next week, it'll be available fully branded to you as the loan originator in MoveTube. So you'll be able to send that to your agent.
That's great.
You'll be able to watch the demo, talk to Jenny directly, and then if they want to get connected, they click the button, they go into your account. They go directly into your account. So that's where this is at. You saw it. It's on the verge of being done. It's actually done. It just has to be put into the dashboards, right, Kevin? That's where we're at. Just getting.
By the way, Frank, somebody's asking the question: is Jenny's phone number 8675309? Do you want to answer that?
It is. That is her phone number.
That's all we called her, Jenny. That's going to be the listing number.
Yes.
8675309. That's a 442 area code. 8675309. We actually highlight that, and every listing has a property code. So if somebody's calling, she's going to ask them what the property code is. That way, they don't have to read an address. If it's a sign writer on social media, graphic, whatever, she'll take calls on the list.
Yeah, that's where it's going, guys. So Jenny will be able to take listing lead calls and set the appointments with both you and the real estate agent tied to the listing. That's right. That's definitely before the end of the year. That's probably in the next 60 days tops.
Yeah.
So
somebody's asking, they don't get it. They don't get the 8675309.
Google it. It's nothing. It's nothing weird or anything. But just Google it. It was a huge thing, like in the 80s.
Yeah, huge. A song. Yeah,
huge. Yeah. Anybody that had that number gladly gave it away because.
As a Jenny
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the 80s, it was huge.
Yeah, you had
Oh,
people
yeah.
like me and Frank and Steve and Kevin calling those numbers at 2 o'clock in the morning while we're
Right.
playing beer pong, you know.
Yeah.
So,
I
Yeah.
played that song on stage for years.
Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, don't think we missed that one for sure. Kevin was all over that. But yeah, it's going to be very, very cool. It's already very, very cool. This new loan officer to agent AI Jenny demo is going to really just be so helpful for everyone. New people to the product and for our seasoned vets on MoveTube as well. This is just going to make it so much easier to convey the message of MoveTube in a very clear, concise way. Get all of our questions, the agent's questions answered by Jenny right on the spot, and then they can sign right up with you. So, but again, all agents need to know is that when sellers see it, they want their listing on it. That wins listings. That's what it does. And all you need to do is make sure when they get a new listing, you call that agent and ask them, A, if you've got any listings coming up where you know the seller's going to need a mortgage, can I count on you to let me get them pre-approved every time you get a new listing notification? That's all you got to do. Those two things, huge win for agent, huge win for you. There's a lot of other cool stuff in MoveTube that's exciting and fun and interesting, right? But those are the two things that really need to get driven home. You can make a lot of money with this product just by having those phone calls, putting those on top of your DSP calls. All right. I think we're good.
You know,
Everybody good?
you know what we need to do an episode on?
What's
What?
that?
Speed to lead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that darn thing keeps popping in my head
Mm.
of 79% of all loans are closed with the first loan officer they talk to.
That's it.
And as much as I try to get that out of my head, it gnaws at me. I just,
Mhm.
you know, it's just constantly, it's like a little pebble in my shoe that I can't get rid of. Speed to lead, you know, at which MoveTube is a great product for being the first person those people talk to, you know.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's very interesting.
Well,
We
I
don't do
like
an
the
episode
way
on
you
that.
phrased it before, Carl. You said there's nothing else that out there that can give an originator an 80% advantage over their
Nothing.
competition.
Nothing.
right.
Even
Yeah.
even having the scripting genius of my
Right.
brother Steve, really,
For
you
sure.
you could give a brand new loan officer that doesn't know their butt from the hole in the ground, and if they talk to him first, they got a 79% chance of getting. If Steve's the third person they talk to, and even though with his brilliant scripting and his years and years of top level salesmanship, the
Not
first
likely to get
person.
it. Yeah.
The first person's got a 79% chance, you
That's
know.
huge.
Mm.
So it's huge. So
Yeah.
way to do that.
Yeah.
Speed to lead. That'd be a
All right.
that'd be a great topic.
Let's do it next week.
Let's
Maybe
do it
we
next
do it
week.
Monday.
Yeah.
All right. We'll pick a day. I think
Okay.
I think I got an open slot for you, Carl. I'll see if I can get you in.
Okay. Yeah.
See if I
Have
can
your
get
people
you
call my people.
Yeah. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah. Speed to lead.
All right, cool. Well, hey, man, today's Wednesday, Past Client Database Day, Sphere of Influence. Give them a call. It's just a call of gratitude, right? Thanks for doing business in the past. And how's things going with you these days? Have a little conversation before you hang up the phone. You say, hey, before I let you go, don't forget, if you come across any friends, family, or coworkers that might be looking to buy, sell, or refi, can I count on you to maybe start a 3-way text with me and get me connected to them? They're always going to say sure. And that turns into deals, my friends. It absolutely does. So with that, let's go ahead and get on out of here. You guys have a great day. Get that MoveTube demo. Make the calls. Man, you guys have a good one. We'll catch up with you here tomorrow with Owen Lee, the Mortgage Market Update. Adios.
See you.
Everybody have a great day. Be on Stars.